Hello everyone, this is Bookies Can Lose with another football betting preview video. I'm sure you noticed that recently there are more and more videos on my channel. I hope you like them. I hope you find these helpful. Recently I was doing a preview for Champions League games. I think I did quite well in terms of predicting the results. You can have a look at that. It's Friday 16th of September, and what I would like to do today is to look at the games on the weekend games in the major European leagues. So today is Friday, and today I'm trading Chelsea against Liverpool, so I'll skip the preview for that. It's my trade of the day. So this preview, the trading position and how I see things, this will be available for our members only. Not much left there. We have one Bundesliga game between FC Köln and Freiburg. Let's have a quick look at that. So it's 180 for Köln. I mean, it's obviously something you would like to leave, because after two games it's not, you know, there is no a lot of stats available to determine how this one may go. Köln won the first game 2-0, and then it was 0-0 against Wolfsburg. Freiburg lost with Hertha and then beat Mönchengladbach. This one can go either way. Is there any preference? I can see that 175 for both teams to score, and almost 50-50 for 2.5 goals. Anything can happen. I wouldn't waste my money trying to bet on this particular game. We can also see that the list of injured players is pretty long, so I would leave that one. Leaving Ireland aside, I mean, yeah, by the way, if leave your comments under this video if you like me to do a preview of some other leagues. I'm concentrating on this biggest leagues in Europe and also the Champions League, obviously. If you like me to look at other leagues, just you know, let me know. The Serie A game between Sampdoria and AC Milan. Well, AC Milan, yeah, well, you know, it's AC Milan is really struggling, especially in the last game against Udinese, which they were 153 to win, and they lost 0-1. Before that, they were defeated by Napoli 4-2. Sampdoria, 2 wins, 1 loss. They lost with Roma 3-2, which suggests, yeah, it was a pretty close game. You can see that Roma won thanks to a penalty from Totti. Quagliarella playing for Sampdoria, that's interesting. How old is he now? Yeah, 33. I was expecting that. So with this, I would say that sorry, not this window, let me just go back here. Sampdoria 3.10, which is which looks tempting, really, but both teams to score looks like a safer bet here, which probably bookies expect anyway. Yeah, they expect that Paddy Power offers 157. I mean, no, don't take that price. It's nowhere close to the value. 50-50 for over under 2.5. yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is Sampdoria has, I think, a bit more chances, but yeah, if I was to pick something here, I would go with both teams to score, but the odds are pretty low for that, so not a real value here. Then Betis against Granada in La Liga. Again, you wouldn't really want to bet on this one, would you? Granada, Betis with a win over Valencia. There was a red card, wasn't there? Yes, there was. They were leading anyway before the red card was shown. So yeah, Betis looks better at home. Granada, let's see. Yeah, I think it's Betis has more chances of winning this one. Both teams to score looks also like an option, but yeah, Betis 1.8. 2.05 was okay. 1.8. Yeah, so these odds already dropped. If you can get more than 180, then it's possibly something worth trying, but not a fantastic value or not a bet I would put a lot of money on. Okay, let's have a look at Saturday games, and here they are. Premier League. Let's have a closer look at these. Hull City against Arsenal. Interesting. 160 for Arsenal, and Arsenal, of course, you need to take into account that they played against PSG 3 days ago, so you know, it may definitely affect them. Hull City at home, well, pretty random. They were able to beat Leicester. They lost with United 1-0. You can see that 133 went up to 160, which I agree with. I mean, you know, this game with PSG definitely definitely will have an influence on this one. Let me see, under 2.5 here. Again, the goals market 2.5 is 50-50. Both teams to score, yeah, and yeah, this is interesting. Again, 50-50, but Hull City at home. Burnley 1-1, 0-1 with Manchester United, 1-3, 2-0 with. Yeah, I think I would go with both teams to score. So both teams to score here, instead of. I mean, the other option may be laying Arsenal, so going for a 1x double chance. But I think both teams to score is a bit more probable, because I mean, in the end, Arsenal may win like 1-2, something like that. But it won't be easy for the Gunners. That's what I think. Leicester against Burnley, 155 for Leicester. Can't really disagree with that. I mean, Leicester destroyed Club Brugge, really. It was an away game and they won 3-0 very comfortably. At home against Burnley, who had 3-0 defeat by Chelsea. They beat Liverpool at home, 1-1 against Hull City. Leicester should win that. I mean, 155 for a win is not ideal. Let's have a look at the goals. Again, a bit like 45-55%. Both teams to score? No, not really. I wouldn't go with both these teams to score here. Yeah, Leicester to win is yeah, I agree with that, but there's no value really in backing Leicester to win this match. Manchester City Bournemouth. So Manchester City on their run, fantastic run in Premier League, 4 wins in 4 matches, 4-0 win against Mönchengladbach. There's no way Bournemouth will stop Manchester City, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean it will be like 3-1, 4-0, 3-0, 4-0 type of game. Even though Bournemouth, yeah, I mean in the recent games they didn't concede that many goals, but you know they played against West Ham and Crystal Palace. With City, it will be completely different. I would go with actually with this one. This one looks tempting. So it's over 1.5 goals in the first half. You can get a reasonable price for that. I think I would bet on that in this game. Obviously, there isn't any value in backing City to win. West Brom against West Ham. Pretty evenly matched against. I mean, according to the bookies, 280-280. I really cannot disagree with that. 1-0-3, 1-1-2, pretty much the same. Flip of a coin, really, honestly, flip of a coin. I have no idea who will win this one. This is something I would leave, you know, unless you want to go ahead and put your money on one of these teams. So that would be, you know, pure gambling, as a flip of a coin. Everton Middlesbrough, 167 for Everton after that win recently with Sunderland. Lukaku finally scored. Middlesbrough 9th position, 4 goals scored, 4 conceded in 4 games. Everton won last 3 games against Middlesbrough. Yeah, it's Everton to win would be my selection. 2.5 at evens is tempting, but what I would do is, yeah, I would go with Everton -1 or -1 and 1.5 if someone wants to take a bit more risk. If I was to pick something for this game, definitely Everton should make it. I'm leaving Championship. Bundesliga. Let's have a quick look. How many games? There are only 2 games, so I'll leave Bayern against Ingolstadt if you agree, because I mean it's just a matter of how many goals will Bayern score. 5, 4 or 6. So leaving that aside, Dortmund 1.13 against Darmstadt. Yeah, so Dortmund surprised everyone, but by that 1-0 loss against Leipzig. Yeah, I mean, 113, you know, you cannot really back that at these odds. Is laying that worth taking? No, not really. Dortmund played the Champions League game recently, but they beat Legia Warsaw 0-6. It was one of the easiest games for them. So it shouldn't really influence them. They play at home, but they may not score that many goals. So the only reasonable bet would be to back. Wow, under 2.5 is huge. Yeah, may try some of that, because Dortmund may win like 2-0 or something if Darmstadt defends well. 3.5 at 180, 190, that sounds reasonable. This is something I would select. Under 3.5 goals, if I was to pick something here. Alright, then Frankfurt Leverkusen. Nah, yeah, just one win, one loss. We need to wait for more games here, but both teams to score and over 2.5 goals looks like a selection, but over 2.5, 180, both teams to score 177. You can pick something from these two. Hamburger SV Leipzig, I have no idea really. Yeah, this one I would just leave alone. Yeah. Wolfsburg 225 against Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim with 2 draws, 4-4, 2-2, 0-0 for Wolfsburg. Yeah, so if it's this is yeah, so under 2.5. The last game ended 1-0. Wolfsburg had 0-0, 2-0, 1-2 and 1-0, 0-1 recently. Going for both teams to score no may be an option. If you have if you want to take the risk, the odds are definitely worth it, worth a try. It can easily end 0-0 or 0-1 or 1-0. At these odds, definitely something worth a try in my opinion. Mönchengladbach Bremen. Mönchengladbach strong favorites, 144. Bremen only 1 goal in 2 games, 8 conceded. Mönchengladbach will definitely want to recover after that 3-1 loss with Freiburg. So definitely it looks like a both teams to score and over 2.5 goals game. You can see from the odds. Recent results: 5-1, 3-4, 4-3, sorry, 2-3, 4-1, 4-1. But there's no value in going with over 2.5 and both teams to score, and I think this match will go over. Italy, Lazio against Pescara. You know, it's an ideal example of the game that you should leave alone. Draw, win, loss. Lazio, win, loss, draw. 1-1-1, 1-1-1, 6-4, 5-5. You know nothing, basically. Anything can happen. You know, Pescara looks good away, but you know they were just promoted, so Lazio are stronger favorites. Pescara against Inter only 1-2. They were leading, in fact. That's good. Laying Lazio may be an option. This may easily end in a draw. That, but bit risky. But I wouldn't rule out Pescara here. Napoli, Bologna, a very strong favorites, 125. Napoli, yeah, you can see they should deal easily with Bologna, no doubt about that. And in this case, laying Napoli is not an option, in my opinion. Scottish Premiership. Yeah, I'm leaving that one alone. Again, if you like me to have a look at that, just, you know, write a comment. La Liga, Barcelona Leganes. Barcelona, after that surprising defeat by Alaves 1-2, they demolished Celtic 7-0. Leganes at home, I mean, they recently stopped Atletico Madrid, but no, I don't think it will happen again. Barcelona will win that. But whether it's 2-0, 3-0 or 7-0, it's hard to tell, so no bet here for me. Atletico Madrid and Gijón. Gijón will be looking to keep their unbeaten run of 6 matches, while Atletico Madrid have not lost 4 games in a row. 118. Isn't that interesting? Gijón being in the 3rd place. Hey, they're in Champions League now. Atletico Madrid 5-1, 2 draws, 1 win. You would go with, yeah, so under 2.5 goals. It's pretty high. 1.9 looks like it's worth trying. Crike. These odds are pretty big for both teams to score. Yes. Yeah, I think at 1.9 I would go with under 2.5 goals. Yeah, for this game. Eibar against Sevilla. Well, Sevilla pretty good. Eibar also. But 0-0, 0-0, 1-1, 1-0. Both teams to score, no. This one is worth a try. Both teams to score, no. That looks good. And then Las Palmas against Malaga. I would back Las Palmas here. 2.3, definitely. I mean, definitely, I would go with that. So they demolished Valencia, they demolished Granada. Against Sevilla, they were pretty close. Look, they were leading, they got a red card, they lost. They should have won that one. Malaga, defeated by Villarreal, draw with Espanyol, draw with Osasuna. Back Las Palmas to win would be my selection here. 2.3, definitely something worth trying. Okay, so that's Saturday. Let's have a look at Sunday games. Sunday, it's Watford against Manchester United. Manchester United, who failed yesterday against Feyenoord in Europe League. They failed against Manchester City as well. Watford beat West Ham. Well. Both teams to score may be to go the way here. Yeah, I would go with both teams scoring, to be honest. Both teams to score. that would be my selection for this game. It will not be easy for United. Watford constantly scores at home. I mean, they scored against Chelsea, they scored against Arsenal, so I mean, you would expect them to score against Manchester United. So, both teams to score, yes. This is how I would see that. Crystal Palace and Stoke City, a lot of injured players that may affect this match. Very poor form from Stoke. Crystal Palace at evens. If you really want to bet on that, yes, I would go with Crystal Palace to win. But you know, it's not something again I would put a lot of my money on. Southampton against Swansea. I kind of agree that I mean, and having said that, Swansea being 13th and Southampton still without a win in this campaign, and being 170 to win, 2-2, 2-1, 1-3, 3-0, or 2-1, 1-1. Yeah, so it's like a 2-0, 2-1, 1-1 type of game. So 1-1, yeah. It may easily end 1-1. You can, yeah, at evens, I think I would try both teams to score in this match. Tottenham Sunderland, this one should be easy. 133 tells you the whole story. A lot of unavailable players for Sunderland. Tottenham will just need to win this one against Sunderland. A value bet again may be going with both teams to score at this price, because Sunderland may score 1 goal. Alright, then Bundesliga, Augsburg against Mainz. Mainz, I should say, probably. Both teams to score? Nah. Nah, I would leave that one. Hertha Schalke, that will be interesting. Schalke with no goals. They were beaten by Bayern 2-0 and by Frankfurt 1-0. Hertha pretty good, but yeah, it's I wouldn't bet on that, to be honest. I mean, Hertha looks better. Both teams to score. Will Schalke score finally? Yeah, it's nah. I wouldn't bet on that. Serie A, Udinese, Chievo. No, not really. And Udinese at home. Yeah, Udinese at home. I mean, it looks like worth a go. In fact, I would go with there's a type of bet called how many goals a team will score. So in this case, I think I would go with Udinese to score 2 goals or more, because they constantly score at home. Chievo concedes away, so that looks like a good bet for this match. Cagliari Atalanta, 50-50. No, leave that one alone. I do not know much about these teams either, to be honest. Croton Palermo, same here, 2.5. Now this is way too risky to bet on these two teams from the very bottom of the league table. Sassuolo Genoa, 220, 350. Genoa is in a good form. But, you know, if you want to take the risk, I would back Genoa to win here. 3.5, I mean, it makes it worth a try, but still, Sassuolo were beaten by Pescara, come on. Oh yeah, but it was awarded 3-0, they were leading, okay, so it ended 2-1, but Pescara was awarded, okay. They beat alright, stay away from this one. It's only round 4, you know. Torino with a lot of injuries. Still, they are 175 to beat Empoli. A lot of goals scored and conceded by Torino. Not very clear whether Empoli will score or not. Torino to win. But still, how these injuries will affect the game, it's hard to say. So I would leave that one. A big one here, Inter against Juventus. Inter 1-1-1, Juventus 3-0. It's Juventus. I would back Juventus at 195, to be honest, in this match. Really, yeah. This is I would go with that. It's good odds. 195 for Juventus to win seems reasonable. Fiorentina AS Roma. Fiorentina 1-0 against Chievo. Yeah, this looks like this 1-1, 1-1, 1-2, 1-1, 2-2, 1-1 type of game. So Fiorentina at home, they may score. Both teams to score, good odds. Oh crike! Oh no, not worth going for that. Will Roma win? No, I wouldn't be so sure. No, too risky in my opinion. And then Spain, we have Osasuna, Celta Vigo. Osasuna, a team recently being promoted, right, to La Liga. And with just 1 point in 3 games, but Celta, no points in 3 games. Osasuna at home, it's a no bet for me, really. Bilbao against Valencia. If you take into account that, you know, both teams are really struggling. I mean, Bilbao, they beat La Coruña recently, but Valencia, terrible performance, really. You would expect a lot more from Valencia. 19th position, 3 defeats. Bilbao, yeah, I mean, they had Barcelona, Gijón, La Coruña, they finally won. Bilbao looks better. 185. I think it's a good odds. No real value in backing Bilbao, but I think they will win at home with Valencia. Villarreal, Real Sociedad. Bakambu and Roberto Soldado out. That may complicate things. 3-1, 3-4. No bet. In last 5 games between these sides, there were 4 draws. No bet for me. Espanyol, Real Madrid. 136 for Real Madrid. Espanyol, how they started. 2 draws. Both teams to score, the only selection for me, if you like to bet on that, really. But 160 makes it not worth a try. I was hoping the odds will be pretty the opposite, so 2.2 for yes I would back, but 1.6 not really. In fact, Real Madrid kept a clean sheet in last 5 games away, so but then no, it's not worth taking. Even if I went for no at 2.2, no, I think Espanyol will score at least one, so I wouldn't bet on that. And again, I mean, I think Real Madrid will want to. So okay, so this is these are the games on Sunday. On Monday, we don't have anything really. Alaves La Coruña, again something that can go absolutely either way. Then some leagues are back on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's a break from the Champions League. Some interesting games there on Wednesday with La Liga and Bundesliga. If I'm able to, I will record my preview of these games in the middle of the weekend. But for now, you know, that's it from me. Join my website. Feel free to subscribe to this channel and leave the comment. I would love to hear from you. In any way, thanks for watching and have a good day.